Hello, 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 YouTube. This is a live stream, so if you're watching this as a recording, you might want to skedaddle the little bar across the bottom a little bit to catch up with um, when we actually are doing something here. I'm getting set up and I'm waiting for some of my chatters to join in the box live, and then we'll get to it. Hey, Joan. How are you? Who else here? Kathy. Hello. Hey, Janine. Oh, it's good to see you. I know. Well, it's been a while since I've been doing lives. Just in the last few weeks, I've gotten a few in, actually. Haven't for months, pretty much. Hi, Ellen. Dot. Hello. This is actually going to be a short one. I got to jump off of here at 2:50. Brilliant planning, as per usual. I looked in my calendar after I put this out there that I was streaming at 1:30. Don't you know? I have a Zoom class with Robin at 3. So I'll play here until about 2:50, then get switched up and set up for her class. So, hey, I'm hoping a few of the brain cells I have left will parlay themselves into some new growth soon. Virginia, hey. Oh, good for you. All right, so let's get her started. I've been following Denise Love. She's got a new YouTube channel, but I followed her for a while on Skillshare. Love the really simple, well, they look simple. She makes it look simple. Abstract watercolors and some acrylics and inks and different things that she does, and layering. Hey, Yvonne, welcome. Just love what she does. And she calls me an enabler. However, takes one to know one. Few of these things are because she twisted my arm and made me get them to try, which I'm not mad about any of them. And a couple are Xander's fault. Actually, none of these are my fault. Glenda, hi. Hey, Ginger. So let's get to it. Xander showed me these new spray bottles that Jane has, and it's got a trigger spray on it. So Xander was saying it really will help her hands with the issues she has. But they are a svelte sprayer. I guess because it's long and thin. You know, something like what you think of me. And it's got a lock on it. Oh, you turn this lock sideways. This little tab on here. You turn sideways over there to unlock it. And then it squeezes. So let's just try one. Of course, I'm going to use these at some point. But for right now, because I might use it in whatever we do, I'm going to close these up. Sit these off to the side. And this one, guess what I'm going to put in here? They are never my fault, Virginia. I'm glad you understand. So instead of putting the acrylic iridescent bronze from Golden's fluid acrylics, I'm going to do the high flow acrylic formula of the iridescent bronze in here. A couple of you might not know that I do this a lot because I like the way the two pigments break out when water gets in the mix. I am looking to see. Oh, here we go. Got a little container of mixing balls. But it's my fault. It gets passed down. It's a generational thing for who started it. But you can always go back and blame Denise and leave me out of it. Hey, Jan. I need to get, I want to see if I have distilled. Oh, I do. Distilled water. What do you know? A gallon right here. How did that happen? That never happens. I must have used it for something else. So I'm going to put a little bit of this. Bonnie. Hello. For the Marylanders, Ouroboros Alice. That's Bonnie, her tricky undercover name. And right off the bat, I have paint under my fingernail. That's okay. It's expected. I'm going to put, I don't know, about an inch of paint in here. And then I'm going to put some we'll take the one that dropped out. That's got to be the lucky mixing ball. Best worst enablers I know. I got started on gel plate. Oh my gosh. Well, blame that on Terry Quinn. Because when they first came out, I thought, what the hell do I need a gel plate for? And she was doing her first class, which you probably were in at the Queen's Ink. And she invited me to come over to her house and do a dry run with the class with her and see how it was for timing and all that stuff. Well, yeah. So there you are. There you have it. All right, let me put this safely away before we have almost a gallon of distilled water all over the place. So I'm going to put this lock on. Anyone else addicted? You know what? I have tried to stay away. I'll probably get poo-pooed for saying this. For all the Chinese shopping sites. Just like TikTok. I don't do TikTok, not that it's a shopping site. But I don't do TikTok. I haven't done, what's the other one? I'm going to put a second one in here. What's the other big one? AliExpress. And I haven't done Temu, but I mean, it's tempting. Oh, good. Good, Bonnie. Oh, you don't do Temu either? Yeah. I don't know. Jan, you need to be banned. Okay, so you can see that already changing colors and separating a little bit in there. I'll show you in a minute. I'll set this off to the side and we'll play with that later. So I think I showed you guys these before. I don't know why the hell I had to have them, but you know, that never plays into had to have them. This curved pen, I might have shown you guys. Bring an Instagram, con me into that. It's called Curve a Pen. It's supposed to help improve your handwriting, your marks, your whatever you like to do for writing. Yeah, we'll see. It's still in the package. Didn't improve mine at all yet. And then everybody's had these. Jane came out with them, and now everybody's got those real fine India ink permanent ink pens. Well, guess what? Where was I? St. Louis Art Supply. That's a dangerous place right there, let me tell you. No, my 1:30 CB. You are very confused today, my friend. You know today's Saturday, right? I don't usually stream on Saturday. But I started here at 1:30. We're just getting started. Hey, Eminem. Red with red ink. Actually, it came with black ink, but I got the red ink cartridges. You can't really see it, but it's a very fine red line. You'll just have to trust me. Because why not? And then these I can blame on Denise. These graphite Kuretake watercolors. You can see the colors on the bottom. They end up real smoky. And I had a pack of these, similar, a different brand, I think, years ago that I gave away because I didn't like how flat they were. But did you know that if you have, if you take like the back of a spoon or a bone folder, I guess would work. But what are those called? They have a stone on the end and I can't say the word I want to say. It buffs metal or foil. Somebody tell me the name of that. It's stuck in my head. But anyway, you can buff those so that they have that shine that a number 2 pencil has. When you write with it, if you look at a certain way in the light, it's got that glimmer. That's what these will do if you take the time to bring it out like that. So Burnishing. Thank you, Karen. And hello, Karen. Is that a new name for me or am I just that far off? Don't answer that. So these I can blame. Oh, this one I can also blame. Well, I can't really blame, to be fair, Denise about this one because, oh, you're a lurker. Well, good. Keep on lurking. We're happy to have you here. While I was on St. Louis Art Supply to get something, what did I get? Oh, I got a different nib. I had this brass Kakamori nib that I've never used, that I got months and months and months ago. And then I saw Denise using hers, and she uses it for every piece of work she does. So I had to get the nice holder for it from St. Louis. This is an old cheap holder, but this is another Kakamori nib that she used, and it makes a real hair fine line. So I thought that would be cute for some marks. And in my search for all this stuff, what comes up at the Kuretake? You know, I have the gold, I have the silver, and they have a super black ink. And it is super black. Oh, you like Denise? You watched Denise too? Good. I thought this had a mixing ball in it. I want to sing. What's her name? Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball about my mixing ball, but I won't do it. Today is, I think yesterday was Tuesday, honey. I'm guessing there's no ball in there, so I can stop beating myself up. Okay, so now, oh, Denise is definitely to blame for these. I thought I had something else. Oh, the sprayers were Zandra. So this is a little, all it is a sponge in a box, but it's kind of a contained, portable, cute little pink sponge for watercolor. Dab off your watercolor brush instead of a rag. A couple bucks, had to have one. Seemed like the thing to do. And then I got these three. I just got three of the colors. I didn't go crazy. These are the Star Power inks. And you can see they have a lot of shimmer in the bottom. And I put them on here just last night. I'll show you closer up. But I just got one. It's Star Power, so they're named after movie stars. So the hot pink, of course, is Marilyn. And this one's called Jane. It's a teal. See all that shimmer in there? And this one is called Dorothy. It's like a dark blue, but it's got a silvery blue shimmer in it. We may play with those later. So those are because that's Xander's fault. Notice so far the only thing that was my fault was this pen. It was a few bucks. Oh, and because of Denise with all her graphite stuff that she does, I happened to see these and I thought, well, how bad can they be? And these are the Watercolor, a pocket set. Ooh, Patty, where do you get your little shaker balls to add? I think I got them on Amazon. Ginger, I think they're called mixing balls. I don't think there's anything on this packaging. When I get done streaming, I'll send you this. I'll send you the link if you can't find it. Let me know. Do I need directions? I probably do, but you know, that ain't gonna happen. Oh, you're welcome. Apply water with a spray bottle directly on graphite drawing. Amazing effects accomplished. We will see about that. But I think I might have gotten one over on Denise, because on her recent Skillshare class, Jan, did you see that one on the black paper? Makes me want to pull out all my black paper that I've had for years. See, these are real, looks like muted colors because they have the graphite in them, but they are water reactive. So we may play with those little rascals today. And there's a QR code for a video if anybody's interested. Take a screenshot and watch the video later. Of course, I can't hold it still. You don't have Skillshare? I thought you would be on top of the Skillshare thing. And you know what? I joined it for a year the last time, and I think she's the only one I've watched. And not because there aren't others that I would like to watch, but the last year has been crazy, so I haven't been able to do it. These, I fully blame Denise. I don't know if you guys saw these on her channel. I just had to have them. And yeah, you can buy the boxes separately, but why buy them separately when you can buy them together? So these are called color cubes. Is this box 1? No, this is box 2. Not that it matters, right? But they give you instructions, but basically there are 500 of these little cards that have different color palettes on them to inspire you, to give you an idea what colors might go together. If you have one color, what would look good with it for something different, blah, blah, blah. So here it's got the, what are those numbers called underneath the colors? Oh, for Pete's sakes, I know what they are. Somewhere in there. I like the old Design Seeds website. Design Seeds. I'll have to look into that one. But anyway, there's 500 of these puppies. Some of them are, clearly they're all real different varieties. There's kind of more monochromatic like that, or mono with a little pop, or just a complete mixture. And, it just goes on and on and on and on. And I just thought they were kind of cute when I get bored stiff to look at them, if nothing else. And my phone's going off. Let me make sure nothing is on fire, because it's highly possible something is. The hex color, yeah, but Pantone. Isn't there a Pantone color? That's probably different than the hex. Pantone's the word I was trying to think about. Hang on one second. Sorry, guys. So that's what these are, and she is 100% at fault. She really is. Of course, me being a mental case, I need to try to line up the colors for the lids and the boxes. But how cute are they? Let's see if I ever use them. If anybody wants to get in my will to see if when I'm snuffing you want one of these, let me know. DM me. Okay, so let's get rid of this. This one's seen better days. A lot of love in this one. Here's those inks. I know Xander probably has the whole set of those. And she loves her some sparkle, so she will like those. A little bit of this up here looks kind of cool, though, to maybe keep a piece of that. I'll put it over here for a later date. Oh, look, I can mess all of this up. Now, what the hell are we going to do? Okay, let's, I've got all kind of stuff stacked up behind me that I haven't used. It's Pantone is the company. Hex colors are used in web and graphic design. Yeah, so when you go in and you pick your own color on like in PowerPoint or whatever, all that different, all those, where you can drag it around with the color dot to put it into more pink or over to red or whatever. I think those numbers associated, those are the hex, right? My elementary explanation of the hex codes. $7 weeks. Oh, is that 7 weeks to count down? It must be, because we're into June. We are into June, baby. Okay, what are we doing here? Good night, nurse. Let me move some of this stack here I've got laying on an open drawer, which means I can't get in the drawer because of the blockage. Okay, let's take a piece of this Canson 9 by 12. I'm going to cut this in half because I can. Let's see, where does this make sense to get filed? Oh, mercy. I have a when we retire list. Well, I have it in my head. Oh, it's a big list. And let's just say shit's gonna fly when that happens. You gotta get stuff done, cleaned up, organized. Only in certain areas. Of course, I'm in the basement, so that's what I'm seeing right now. Gayla, when did you sneak in? Broke your big toe. Were you eating a Dairy Queen when you did it? I bet that smarted. Gayla dork. Nice. Ay. Such nice ladies. I'm rolling all over the place in this chair. Let's just throw down a little tape. That was my assumption, CB, but I didn't want to put it right out there. Moving a rug so you wouldn't trip over it. When you were moving it. Oh, that's not funny. That's terrible. Oh, God love you. It seems like something I would do. Now, I'm not one who tapes things down, but I always do like it when somebody tapes it, and Denise is a big taper. Like Kathy, like you said when you came to my first retreat, when your friends ask you why you were going to an art retreat, and you said, well, I have all the supplies. I guess I can do it. That's where I am. But that never seems like... Because I have the supplies doesn't mean I can make the supplies sing. We're smiling over your pain, Gayla. God bless you. Janine, when do you retire? Do you have plans of retirement? Not to imply you're old, but I just mean, I know you've been working for a while. Janine is a local Queens inker, and I've known for many moons. Okay, so let's do some. Oh, there goes your damn rocks, Gayla. I'm going to trip over those rocks one day that you gave me. And now you have more supplies. Well, you should be even better. I mean, if you do the math, that's what that means. Okay. I got to stop the foolishness and decide what the hell I'm going to do because the clock's ticking. I need area. When I get done collaging or jelly printing, whew, there is a mess to deal with. Let me grab Apparently, they're hidden from myself. There we go. What the hell is that? Don't anybody go anywhere. I'm telling you. The old brain ain't what she used to be. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Good God Almighty. And I also was going to let Denise talk me into buying some Peerless liquid watercolors. But when you dig deep enough, you find out you already got 4 of those. Of course, they're not the exact same colors, so that leaves the game open for interpretation. Okay. She also got me turned on to the granulation medium. So we're just going to do a bunch of stuff and see what happens. Just told Paul what you did, Gail. He's trying not to laugh. Well, that's because he's a gentleman. I am not a gentleman. Oh, God bless me. See how this is already starting to separate with the turquoise, that PG7 up there? See what I mean, Bird? That gets pretty when you spray it. I'm trying to saturate this brush that Denise made me buy. This is a Winsor & Newton Series 150 number 4. Let me get a little palette out of here. There we go. Don't break my other palettes. We'll put some inks in here. And we'll bring you in a little closer. Oh, God. I'm 20 years older than everyone on my team. Oh, wow. Yeah. I hear you. I'm going to go in the office Tuesday. It's our earnings day, and a lot of people will be there. So I'll get to see everybody all at once. But we've been working from home since COVID first hit. And then with, 22, April of 22, I had my shoulder surgery. August 2nd of 22, I had my knee replaced. Went back to work the end of October. The first Saturday in November, my mom called and said she couldn't breathe. And then that whole 7-month spiral started with my mom. So I've worked from home when I could work. Haven't been in the office for, well, over a year. And so I'm trying to get back into some kind of new normal. I guess you don't get back into a new normal, but we're going to try getting into something because, Mama needs some socialization. I can tell you that. Okay, so I'm going to put a few of these colors. I love this juniper green. This is a Radiance, P.H. Martin's Radiance liquid watercolor called Juniper Green. Love this. This I can blame Anna Victoria on. I'm just going to put these in these bigger wells here so I can stick that brush in there kind of sideways. And, let's just do it. Let's just do turquoise and purple. And then we'll throw in a little something else somewhere. Oh, and this one doesn't have, I need a pipette. This one's your favorite one, Kath? Feeling I will need to own some Doc Martens after that. At least the juniper green for sure. And then let's do let's see, what are these? I'm looking at some inks I had sitting out here. FW Payne's Gray. That's a nice dark one. Let's do some inking with the watercolors. PM, is your lens clean? The focus keeps popping in and out. Looks clean. Probably because it's just white down here. Is that maybe hey Mariah, by the way? I think it's just because they're right. Patricia! Gayla has a boo-boo. Yeah, I'm only going to be on for another 50 minutes because unbeknownst to me, well, these droppers sometimes are useless. We're just going to put some of that out there. And I totally forgot that this is the Saturday that I have a class, a Zoom with Robin McClendon. So, had I known that, I'd have come on here sooner. But, you know, that's how it goes. All right, let's just get her going, shall we? Move some of this out of my way. I'm really discombobulated here from the normal setup. Since the stencil sale and all that good stuff, all that jelly plating and collaging, it's been a little crazy. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water down here in different areas scattered. Nothing, you guys won't see it, of course, but it'll pick up and do some things with some of the inks some of the time. So this is this juniper green. And hey, Diane, welcome. Gayla, every time you tell a story, I have to laugh. So if you don't want me to laugh, you know, it's up to you. Just get something down there. Let's put a little bit over here. Let's start this side with the violet, or whatever that purple was called. Just get it messed up on there. Mess it up. Martha. Hey, Martha, did you see where I tagged you on Instagram for one of KP's posts with all the Frida stuff that she had there in her little collection? You know, I think I might. Well, that's wet. What do I want to put in there? I'm tapping because I'm thinking maybe a little bit of this ink on the purple side. I don't know how much this moves or if it moves at all, but we'll just do a little, you know, how bad can it be with turquoise and purple? I'm looking for some of the wet spots. That's kind of growing. It's growing on me. April. Hey, Susan. Oh, April, let's not pretend you weren't peeing yourself in the rental car in Arizona when she snuffed it in the parking lot of the gas station behind the Dairy Queen. It's tiny. It's very tiny. It's a very tiny violin. Let's do, this is different. Let's do this. I'm getting crazy. Well, this one's still wet over here. I'm going to drop in Liquitex Burnt Umber. I think this one's kind of transparent. Yes, it is. So let's just see what happens. I like these wispy bits up here, but let's see what happens when we drop that in there, because I remember that mixing with a different turquoise and kind of making it a green color that was pretty cool. She's very sorry. You know, she's laughing like that cartoon dog. What's that cartoon's dog name with that wheezy laugh like she laughs? You know, just because she can't hear you, you can't hear her doesn't mean she ain't laughing at you. We all know that. Anybody that knows April knows that. Let's do a little paint. Muttley. Thank you. And funny, she's so little, she's kind of muddish. Bless her little heart. Hey, Jerry. Just ordered the colored cubes this morning. Well, then it wasn't my fault. Let's get that clear, people. I'm just going to take a little bit of this Payne's Gray to get a little dark in through here somehow, some way. How do I want to do this? I don't want to do it too crazy. Let's put a little dark over here too. A little darker. That's really dark. Let's go. And that just blended there. Let's go out here where it'll just get its own color. Or sort of. It was hot here yesterday. It was 94 or 95. And all of the way, just about the whole month of May in Maryland, when I would have long since had my windows closed and the air on, I had the windows open almost the whole month of May. Got a straw, Patty, blow on it. I do, but I'm kind of liking what it's doing right there. Look at all that yumminess in there. I think I might just let that sit there for a minute. And I need like a little more contrast in there. So I do I want to just do dark lines with this like pure Payne's Gray ink, kind of like this, out on the fringe. Hey, Mary Ellen. Oh my God, it was crazy. And when's the last time we got a good rain, Janine? Good Lord, and we just had sod put in. Like, really? We're on a well, we got sod, it's not raining for weeks. Come on. It's a lot nicer today. I'm going to drop some of this in here. There's a little hair on the end of that. Get out of there. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Let's do a little bit up here since we did that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I never know why. What brush is that? See? I knew somebody would want to know. Actually, I showed this at the beginning, but it is I don't know if you can see it. It's orange on that bamboo. Winsor & Newton, Series 150. There's the item number. It's a number 4 calligraphy brush. Doesn't say any of that there. Doesn't have the number. Nope, unless it's under that sticker. But that's the item number. Maybe that 4 at the end means it's a number 4. But we're so far behind, we don't even have the deck. So let me Let me recap another one. Why we're so far behind. God bless my husband. Love him to death. He got another boo-boo. Most of you guys know this. He he's been in a boot since early December for a foot issue. Actually, it's on his toe. Um, but this big bulky boot since early December. Then he went on a golf tournament that he's gone for like 40 years with the same guys. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit of this over here too. Maybe that'll lighten it up. There's a little bit of dark water, wet spot there. Let's see what that does. It's the same guys have been going for 40 years. Now there's like 3 generations of them are going. So he said, I'm going to do that. I'm going to golf there. And then I'm going to only golf my 9-hole league on Thursday nights and give up his Saturday league and his Monday league until his foot is better. So he went, what type of paper are you using? I'm using, where did I put it? Here it is. Canson Heritage. 140 pound, 9x12 pure cotton. You got to watch it when you find this paper. This color is the cold press. They have a different color for rough and a different color for hot press. So be mindful of the colorway. So anywho, I actually kind of like both of these. I think that's a good starting point. So I'm going to stall while, actually I'm going to put this over to the side and let this sit and dry for a little bit while we carry on. I don't think it's going to dry soon enough though. Didn't get hurt golfing. He golfed really well. I got like an 82 on 2 days and an 87 on his bad day. On the last day, he went to go offer to pick up a ball for one of the older guys that was playing with him that was over near him. He said, don't worry, Bill, I got it. Goes over to pick it up. Something snapped in his opposite knee from the boot. Well, he doesn't wear the boot when he golfs. So now I knew it was bad when he got home because he said, I'm all right. Yeah, that's the first clue. He's probably not all right. And then Monday morning, when I knew he really wasn't all right, was when he took himself to the emergency room. So, yeah, that happened. And I'm looking at these powders. I didn't get these going good the last time, but I'm going to try them again. Oh, but I wanted to use this too. Actually, let's do this. Let's blast this through a stencil just because we can. Let's use this Tokyo stencil. I really like this one. And then we'll come back over it with some watercolors maybe after this dries. Everything's drying. So anyway, yeah, so he's kind of laid up from being his usual capable, helpful pack mule self doing all the heavy stuff. So the deck is mostly open, but all the chairs for the table and the bar are still downstairs under the deck that need to be scrubbed and carried upstairs. And and then my best mod in the whole world was trying to roll up her rug so she wouldn't trip over it, and she tripped and got a boo-boo. So she and my husband are both laid up now. Oh, God bless you, Kayla. Oh, crap. I wanted to drop some granulation medium in there. Perhaps the next time. I got to do this when none of you guys are here. So, anyway. Now, how do I want to do this? Let's try this. This is probably really going to be a screw up. I'm going to put water down here. So anyway, he's laid up with both legs is what I'm trying to say. ER didn't say anything. But it hurts in 2 weeks, go to an orthopedic. So next Friday, he goes to an orthopedic. No, Wednesday, he goes to an orthopedic to check on it because he's still pretty jacked up. What is it? I bought some cotton paper from Timo. Seems like a pretty good quality. All right, I put water under there because I want it to blend with this and break it down in color even more. So I'm going to spray this into the trash to get it going. Okay, hang on. Oh, that's a good mist. It's a good mist. I got to kind of hold it up. So let's see what we can do here. And just so I get a little bit of this in the background, that's all I want. I'm going to let it sit there for a minute. I'm not going to let it dry because we'll be here all flipping day. But you might be able to see on the newsprint under here where it's already separating into those two colors. I do get distracted, don't I, Gayla? But I depend on you to bring it back in. Bring it back. That looks so cool on the stencil where it's separating. Crap, can you guys see that? Let me bring it all the way in. I don't want to pick it up and move it. Look what it's doing on the stencil. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to pick it up on the sketch paper pad on the shiny side. This one. I'm going to put the shiny side down. I think that's the side that looked really good with this turquoise and stuff. And I'm going to pick up what's excess on the stencil. Oh, look at you. Let's get a twofer. Just gently. I don't want to disturb the stuff that I want to be on the paper below this. Oh, look at that. Oh, those faint little shadows in there. Hello, lover. Look at you. Some shinies, some of that turk. Look at all this teal over here. That's all from that bronze paint. That's all that's out there. Oh, hello, lover. Okay, let's try peeling that up. Oh, look at you. Now look at that starting to break and wisp through the rest of the water that's on there. You can't hate it, people. Fell in my hand. That's okay. All right. Let's set that off to the side. And now this, you know, I think, do I want to let that dry or do I want to use the wet to my advantage for sprinkling? I'm going to do it. This is that color changing pigment salt by Boulder Colors. And I think I'm going to use the one. Remember last week when we were having all the visions in the watercolors, like the pig with the eye patch and a bar and the lamb that was, where the hell is it? Anyway, the lamb that was jumping, running. Ah, crap, I can't find it. Stack's too deep for me to look through it right now, I think. Yeah. But that's the same watercolor that was on there. So it's the one I used in the picture when I posted I was going to stream today. Right? So these are these little salts. And it looks like so. And now this is getting a little bit dry for the salt. So I'm going to risk this. I can make it again, right? It's not all that big of a deal. Oops. Put the lid on here. Don't add water to the freaking tin. And let's just get this a little more wet. And I'm just going to take little bits of this with my fingers where I can see where it's really wet. I'm going to let some of that just start kind of doing its thing. This one gets kind of dry, and some of this is like the consistency of powder. You know, the watercolor is different for the colors. April, this little bottle are from the the little spray bottle, April. Yeah, that's Jane Davenport Svelte Sprayer, it's called. I don't want to get too crazy with this, but you got to get it while it's wet or you ain't going to get it. It almost needs a little more water to make sure some of those dissolve. Oh, yeah. Good idea, Mary Ellen. Everybody usually likes to see it in tight when it's in the experimental phase, which I usually operate in full stream. So I'm gonna spray from way up yonder to try to just get a mist and not move any of the particles, but give them a chance to bloom a little more. All right, stop. In the name of love. All right, let me. This is going to be a while. So let me try to move this. And let's just set this off to the side and see where it ends up. Let's just do that. All right, we'll see. We shall see. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, is this one still wet? Yes, it is. And the paper's really buckled, actually. Well, I don't want to do... Look at this one, though. This one's drying. How subtle and lovely. Do I want to heat gun this, baby? I don't want to lift up the tape. I don't want to blow anything that's settling in. This looks really cool over here. I wonder what I did. See that little light gray, that bloom right there? Where the turquoise was in the purple, and then whatever happened to make that grayish color into the Payne's gray. I don't like these dots that I did now. I don't like that. Artisan Arts, hello! Welcome. And Sela, is that Artisan Arts? Kayla, I see it in chat, Kayla. Oh, you knucklehead. Oh, but true. Subtle is not my forte. Welcome, Sela. This one's almost dry. Oh, heck. Since we're on a time crunch, let's just heat gun this bad boy. Don't need to blister it. I just need to... I haven't used my heat gun in... Watch, this thing will probably blow up. I'm going to go on low. That's on cool. Let's get her to medium. All right, let's just put a little... Take the humidity out of it. This is going to be a while. This is the drawback of a live stream. You got to wait out and watch the paint dry. Yeah, this isn't my normal day. Actually, way back in the beginning, it was my normal day. Then I went to Sundays. Then I went to no days. Ibarra Creations, welcome. Welcome, welcome. That acrylic ink is really heavy, and that's going to take a while to dry. So we may just try to work around. Oh, this is drying pretty good over here, but it's like it splatted more on the purple than it did on the turquoise. And the paper buckling, I think, kept it puddled. What will happen next? Gail, you might want to slip one of those Xanax under your tongue just in case. All right, I'm going to let that one kind of do its thing. And I'm going to start messing up the other one for Gala. Let's see. What can we do? Look how pretty that stencil is now. See how it kind of, the wet on there kind of did something. Something pretty. All right. Let's just do a little bit of marks. I can thank Denise for these stencils too. Little rascal. I wonder. That looks really cool in there. All right, Gail, I'm starting to get stressed out. Oh. You got your Xanax under your tongue? I wonder if I just did some scribbly, real fine script down the side. Hey, Sherry. Natalie has some similar looking art foamies too. Oh, similar to, what are we talking about? Which ones are we similar to? Please mention. Natalie. One of these stencils? Are they the ones you're talking about? Okay, Martha. Or the Tokyo one. Was it the big one that I had up there with the bronze on it? This one? Oh, yeah. That one's called Tokyo. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Lord knows. That's what I need. Another stencil. Let's just try to do something real scribbly, like around this edge somehow. This is really Gail, I'm going to need one of your Xanax. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Made it. Real fine. Fine. Let's do a little snippet underneath of here somewhere. Just a little bit. God, I haven't scripted in so long. That looks like scribble. Mama needs to get back up on that. Hold that thought. I want to paint. I need a paint. I think maybe. Oh, let's see. Oh, actually, I have the same color in acrylic that maybe we could bring back in there. Perhaps. I know Gail's getting ready to stroke out here in a minute, but work with me. I know. I got my alarm set on my clock for 2:50. Totally forgot about it, or I'd have started earlier. Thanks, Yvonne. Oh, and Denise from these sponges, like this, art sponges, they're called on Amazon. I got a bag of 10 for a few bucks. They sell them in 3-packs. And she cuts them up in quarters. And I like these much better than my makeup sponges I've used for years. These are so dense and small surfaced. These seem to hold more paint and the surface is much bigger. And that you can wash these out easier. So let's do, since we have those little black dashes there, let's do some dots. Oh, let's see. Let's do a few up there and maybe a few down here. Like so. Need a little something else. Do I want to do, I haven't done anything shiny. I wonder if I can pound, no, I bet when I put these on a sponge or something, it would suck up all that sparkle in there, wouldn't it? Would it? I don't know. Let's just go crazy and find out. Gayla, buckle up. It's just an experiment. These have a really neat it's glass, what do you call it? But look, it's got a pump on the end of it where you can squirt it all out and eject what, oh, hello, look at the camera. You can eject what's in there onto your surface of choice. I'll do this off to the side first, Gayla. You do? Thank you. You need to watch Denise Love trying to channel her teachings. But her YouTube channel is really good. I'm going to do this off here first just to see what happens. Oh, I don't hate that, but I don't want to do this, the dots again. Let's do maybe just some straight lines because I got some of those dashes in there. Let's just flip and do it. Ah, here we go. Oh, just a little. Let's let that dry, and then you can see what it looks like. See the sparkles that are in there? I think just that little bit was enough, but it feels like it needs something gold. Or should we use bronze instead of gold? Your art, not the stopper. You and all that medical jargon. Oh, bless your little heart. So what was I going to do with this? Oh, this, the little dashes. little dashes. Maybe I'll shadow the black one since I don't really like those black marks. I like a little shiny. I don't know if you guys ever knew that or not. Hey, Gail. I'm going to power definitely channeling Denise. I've been loving her videos. Oh, I know. I know. Love it. Let's just do a couple little bits down here. Just a little bit. Stop. Back away. Oh, it's too close. Hang on a second. Let me. Why am I not getting that to shine? Can you see the shine? There, you can kind of see that ink. Come on, baby. Focus for mama. Or not. Or not is how we're going to end up, apparently. And these little blobs of the turquoise are still wet. So we're going to have to work around those. And I kind of like putting the little bits of the scripting in there. Where do I want to do it? Be over here to bust up these lines in here. I don't like those. Remind me not to do that again, Gala. Denise's channel. It's 2 Lil Owls. The number 2. There you go. Gail's got it. 2 Lil Owls. She's awesome. She also is on Skillshare. If anybody's on Skillshare, she's got a ton of classes on Skillshare. And her YouTube channel is really coming along nicely. A lot of content. Okay, let's see. This is skipping on there. That black, what was that black? That was that Payne's Gray acrylic ink. That hosed me up on my strokes. I don't see how she creates as much as she does. Well, I think this is her living. She's a photographer as well, but I think that's, I don't know, but I think that's her living. That's why I'm trying to push people her way. Not only because it's her living, but because she really deserves the audience, and I know you guys would really like her. So I was trying to help everybody out. Unless they're just a mean person, then I don't. Just put a little up there. Just a little something. Now, what are we going to do here? These damn blobs are still dry. I got half a notion just to pat them with a something. This one's a big blob. There we go. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I did it. I know, Susan. I call her that all the time. Bless her heart. So what do I want to put over here? This had more contrast. This has contrast, but in a different way. It's like all kind of tonal in the depth of the color. So I need to brighten her up a little bit. Let's just do this. I have bronze paint. I shall use bronze paint, and we shall use it somewhere in this vicinity. Just get a little bit of that in there. And then, whoops, need more paint. Oh, see, I had the pen out. Thank you, Gwen, or Gail. I had the pen out. And I put it back away, and then it left my little brain. Just a little teeny, that got a little bit, that got a little thick, but that's okay. I have it right here. I had this nib. I bet you I know I've had it over a year. White can't hurt, Gala. And where's my trusty gold that I've had for a number of years? The gold, I got the silver, I got the white, I got the black. I got the fluid graphite. I know. That's why I had to have them. See, I'm preparing for retirement to keep me off the streets when I retire, and getting these a little more pricey art supplies while I'm still gainfully employed. Remind me to come back to white, Gala. Actually, you know what? I should do something in white with the dots before I do that. I'm going to do white because you said it. And maybe this will help your boo-boo feel better. Oh, I got the cubes. Yes, I did, April. I showed them at the beginning of the stream. Which may encourage you to be on time the next time. Kidding. I'm only kidding. Okay. Let's see. Where am I going to put a little bit of this? Let's go over here. Oh, you know what? I forgot that was acrylic ink. Liquid watercolor, and it's changing those to a light blue, but that's okay. I can deal with light turquoise. It's okay. Muttley, pull yourself together. Yeah, they are. They were a good find for her. Okie dokie. Now, let's let that dry. Oh, let me check the other one. What do I got? 6 minutes? Good Lord. The pressure. Oh, wow. This one's still really wet, but just for you to peek at it, that's kind of where we are with that one, with those colored salts sprinkled over that stencil I sprayed with the watered down bronze. So the colors broke out. Color cubes. I'm not just being smart. That's what they're called. Okay, never use this. Oh, you know what? There's a lot of that on the bottom of that. I don't know that that's gonna. Huh. This is really a lot of mica. Everyone, silly side out tonight. Hey, Linda. Oh, good. Vancouver. That's on my bucket list. Patty, I can never get that stirred up enough. I know. It feels like it's stirred up, but when I put my pen nib in it, I could feel gush on the bottom. So with 5 minutes left. Sorry about that, guys. Forgot about my class. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to put one of Robin's text stamps over top of this somewhere, but now it's getting a little bit too much because I forgot it. I'm going to blame that on Gala. The beginning, please. Oh, mercy. Crap. I wonder if I put a couple more mixing balls in there, if that would help. I think I do need a wrecking ball for this one. Well, crap. Put a couple more of those in there. See if we can bring her back. This is old. This is years old. Might need a fresh one. These are framing material for sure. Oh, thanks. You guys remember when I was doing those, the watercolors with just the bands of color and let them bleed into each one and then go back with marks over top of them? When, you know, see Denise does her circles, she does just laps and laps and laps of the gold with a real fine circle and then goes back and puts, I call them pearls, little dots every once in a while on them. That's how I was doing my little strings when I was doing the watercolor, but just like having them go lace and, you know, overlap. This sounds like it's working better. Hey, Kathy. And I actually have to go in 2 minutes. But welcome. I forgot about Robin's class that I'm in. Oh, which I may have to shower first for. Let's see if I can get one of these. See, it's like caking on the... It doesn't look right. And I can feel a lot of mica on the bottom. I'm just going to... No, that's not even working. Nope. Watch me ruin my Kakamori nib right off from the get-go. I'm going to say bye-byes to that ink. And as I transform my desk into a jelly plating... Good Lord. Yeah, that's seen better days, people. Into a jelly printing setup. Get ready for Robin's class. I will bid you all adieu and thank you for joining me. I'm going to try. Well, oh no, we have a party to go to tomorrow. Don't know if I'll get to stream tomorrow or not. But anyway, thank you everybody for popping in with me. I appreciate it. And next time I won't be so rushed. You know how Gala puts the pressure on me on top of all that. But so that's where we ended up for now. See how those white dots turned to blue because of the liquid watercolor. Tricked me. Went for the white story, forgetting the materials I'm working with. But that's my ode to Denise Love. Check her out on YouTube and on Skillshare. 2 Lil Owls. Bye, guys. See you at Robin's if you're going there. There's my alarm. Trusty iPhone alarm. All right, guys, next time. Bye.